Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. I'm Beanin, and today we're going to begin our village and kind of clean things up there and start on what will soon become our trading village. If you missed last episode, we went on a caving adventure as recommended by Michelle Crutchfield and found lots of goodies. And according to her, did great on the execution of it. We didn't die, we didn't do anything terrible, and she even said there is a hidden trial chamber somewhere in there. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode today. Please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, or subscribe. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and this music is going crazy. What do you down to 8? Thank you. If you don't know what to comment today, comment a name for this guy. As you see, we have a new friend I got off camera. Didn't actually do much off camera. I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of walking around all these paths. I need a horse. So give this guy a name or girl, whichever one you want. And yeah, that can be your comment for today if you don't know what to say anything. Or you can comment an emoji for the sake of engagement. Whichever way you choose to support my videos is a-okay with me. I just care that you're watching them and that you're, more importantly, enjoying them. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Now, I'm not sure, I'm not pressed for time today, so I think I'm going to take things, as they come, and we'll see. I know I've been saying, I'll just let the time run and then been cutting it an hour and 30, but I think today I actually want to at least, get some good solid progress on, because what happens is I usually do this earlier in game, and then I end up having to do it over multiple episodes because, well, it's a big task. I also added pressure plates in here. So the people suggesting that, of course, I'm going to add more. I'm going to go through things. You know my building process by now. I get the big picture down and then I do the details later. Yes. So I'm going to try and see first what this costs to make a new axe. I think that's really all we'll need. Outside of things, our pickaxe is looking pretty good. I doubt I'll use 870 uses on this. And then I think this is the more expensive one, or is it this? Oh, well, that's cheaper. So now we have a brand new axe, but I kind of want something more. And I think what I should have done was take it out, but who cares? So I guess, wait, if I want to, I should probably repair my sword. This is a suggestion from Wygo Warrior as well. Apparently doing this is more resource efficient than just making something, enchanting it, and then having how do you say, having to enchant things, and well, we just lost all of our credibility if we had any. So there's that. And really, that's a specific crafting recipe? Okay. Yeah, so let's see what we can get. I kind of want to see what I can get on this sword, although this is a good sword, so I don't know. Let's try it out. We haven't enchanted anything in a while on here, so let's go up here. Also, can I make a barrel? I think I need a plank for that. I'm going to make a barrel and store some lapis up there. There you go. All right, now what's the barrel? Ah, it's 6 wood. There we go. 6 wood. And then some slabs, right? Yeah. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, that's good. Glad to know. And then actually, did I use the chest? I did. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do boop, 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 boop. 4 times 4 is 16. That's good. There we go. Awesome. This is for our build today. I have a few ideas that we can do. So before we get into everything, let's see what we can get on this new sword. And then if we have to combine it or whatever, I do have a good amount of XP saved up. I did some offline, off-camera XP farming down there at the Skelly Shack. Well, I guess it's now more of a Skelly hole. And this is a little weird, but hey, well, we can, there we go. We can do whatever. All right, let's see what we can get on this. Knockback 2, hey. Not bad at all. Knockback 2, Unbreaking 2. So we did just end up giving ourselves, I think, what will convert into knockback 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So this is going to be another building heavy episode. I know people enjoy just watching the videos as is, so thank you all for that. Of course, feel free to break it up however you need to, or if you're in class, you can just watch me silently. I do know that's a thing because I used to do it all the time in high school. So no pressure here. I'm not going to report you to anyone. Let's see, 12. Oh, but that's going to be good. What's this? 10. Got to get the cheap deals. There we go. So now we have... Oh. I had knockback 2 on there, right? You know, whatever. We got Unbreaking 3 on the sword. That's fine. Whatever. All right. Now, instead of having to run and jump, this way is actually faster. And, sir, I don't want you to fall here. So let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, he's a bit faster than running and jumping. I'd say he's like maybe half a block faster than running and jumping. So, I don't know. It's definitely faster than walking. There's that. So... good to know that people don't mind the running and jumping. I actually didn't I wasn't concerned about it. I know someone pointed out and they thought it was funny because, you know, I was running and jumping, but the only thing I cared about is, you know, if your experience was like you're getting motion sickness or anything from it, but I don't think that's the case. So here, let's just do this wood right here. We're going to have plenty of homes for the villagers. Now, I think I'm going to do some landscaping first, you know, kind of work with what I've got here. I'm going to assess the land, and I should have brought a fence post, but there will be fence posts over there. But hey, we've officially, oh yeah, I also did some of this, just expanded the farmland a little more. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I've just been trying to spend time in here so this stuff has time to grow. And then at some point we're going to build like a farmhouse with silos. So that'll be cool. And we'll build up along this pathway onto our actual area, which is going to be here. Now, we should probably build the bridge at some point this episode. You know, it'd be smart to. We've had some time without a bridge, as you can see right here. But I did set it up when I initially built it to have space. Now, the thing about this guy is he's fast. But man, he couldn't jump over a jelly bean if you paid him $1,000. Like, he can barely jump 2 blocks, which I guess is, whatever. Like, look at that. You have to have full charges to get over a fence. You, sir, in the jumping department, suck. But anyway, let's sit down. Let's begin Operation Cleanup of the Village, and then Operation Village. I guess, yeah. So how do I want to do this bridge? I'm not doing anything crazy, but I would like to do something, you know, nice. I think we're... okay, yeah, we're about a block up, but I can do this. And that way, you know, we can have... okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do 6 like we did on the other bridge. So we're going to have another Back to the Future 3 style bridge. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So that we can, you know, easily get to and fro out here. Man, I haven't... did I use that correctly? I might have. I don't know. Sometimes I pick different... wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes I pick random words to use that I haven't used either ever or in like 10 years, and that's when you get this commentary. Okay, so I may have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then we'll just do the same here. Sorry, light. Gonna have to get moved back here and then here. Excellent. And then there we go. And I only grabbed 1 log. Yeah, I only grabbed 1 stack of logs. So, can I please jump on the dang log? Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. Again, this bridge is... we're just gonna make sure that I can get over it first before doing anything crazy. And then, you know, we'll do the gentleman's game of making it look pretty. But again, just want to get over this bridge. Now, I don't think I'm going to need a, hold on one second, a wall on this one because it's going to be for trading. So I think if I light it up appropriately, we can, well, you know, if I light it up appropriately, we can then not have to worry about the villagers getting hurt. But I'm not sure, you know? All right, there we go. I can go sleep because I'm not going to use this village for raids. This village is mainly going to be for A, decoration, and then B, I guess burping. Dang. B, trading. Yeah. So the reason I build walls around some villages is I used to do raids in these, which extremely irresponsible and hardcore. But, you know, that's all right. Boop. And then, yes, we're making another crafting table. Gonna need one here anyway. Doesn't matter. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. And then, can I do that? Yes, of course I can. Oh, reloaded my shaders. There we go. And then, now, see, I could, if I lower this will be, is that, no, that's like a 1.5 block. Yeah. And then I can do that and then put dirt over the top of it. Oh, yes, that will look great. So, wait, does that mean I probably need to do this one like that then? Good. Good. And then, like, I don't know, like that? Yeah. Actually, well, no, I was going to say, I guess it doesn't matter, but clearly it does right there. So this way, we can have some, what's it called? We can have a path block, but also have a good amount of stuff on top of, like, we can have a good amount of clearance below, even though I probably won't ride a boat under this bridge, if I'm being honest. And then let me just make that into slabs here, and let me do that so I don't use all my budget, and then let me throw that down there so I don't use the 64, and I'm budgeting things appropriately. Okay, and we can always add details later, but here I'm just going to continue the pathway with dirt. Again, this is more for the horse, so yeah, horse gets better treatment than Beanin, but also it just stinks to have to use have to get a horse across water. I mean, you saw it right there. Yeah, that one wasn't terrible, but it's so much faster to just not have a horse, you know, not swim correctly, or I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Good grief. All right, now let's see what we can do here. Obviously, we're going to fill this in and put our pathway blocks in. Apologies if the repetitive camera movement is too much. We just finished it up, so don't worry. And then here, yes, I do need to finish grading this. And no, not grading it like the bad grades I used to get in middle school. Grading it as in making it smooth and flush. And then let's do this here. So this one we're really going to be destroying the village to make it pretty, but there's a few things I need to do pre like village pertification, you know. So let's throw that here, let's throw that there. Excellent. And then let's see what we can do. I want this to be an island. I think an island is the best form of defense for a village. And then I want to kind of soften the terrain around this island itself because, well, you know, it gets kind of rough. I mean, you know how Minecraft villages are. So we're going to take this out. And then we're going to also... Oh, of course you do that. Really? You can't just... Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need to do some road planning. Like this right here. What are you doing? You know? Stop it. Get some help. Is this a little mini underwater cave? Oh, that's cute. Oh, wait, no. It goes. And if you recall, this is also the village that's right by the portal to the center of the earth. Right in there. So this is going to be a valuable village in a lot of ways. But to ensure that we're doing everything in our power to make this a nice place to live, we need to take a look at ourselves, or take a look at the village and figure out what we want to do with it. You can see here, I'm likely going to just turn this all into river. Just because why not? You know, should have a clean break wherever you can. At least that's my thought. But also, again, that'll be the easiest way to make this place an island. So, boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sucked down. No. All right, good, good, good. And then here, okay, you're definitely going to go. I don't know what kind of tomfoolery you got your architect hat on going on in this house, but it's not going to fly, buddy. Okay. Oh, and you'd think that'd fill it up. I guess not. Huh. And luckily, you know, with the tree falling mod here, things like this cleaning up the village are actually going to be quite fast. So this one is looking like our first one to go, which is okay. So let's just tear down this house real quick and then see what we can get accomplished in the village. I'm going to relocate all the villagers. Don't worry. We're going to actually make this a lovely place for them to live. I pride myself on providing the villagers proper housing. You know, not just doing trading halls. I did have one trading hall that, you know, it was useful, but I like to invest in my workers. And sometimes, you know, it's necessary to have with villagers because sometimes you just need to let your villager wander out past dark and, you know, maybe he's not a good tradesman. Maybe he doesn't give you the trades you want. And you just need him to accidentally meet a zombie, you know? Hey, I never said Beanan's worlds were absolved of mob activities. We take our villager payments very seriously here. And I wish I had Silk Touch for the glass, but that doesn't really matter. I can always get extra XP from just smelting more glass. And of course, I'm going to keep the village. I don't know if there's going to be a particular style here that I'm going to go after, but yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have some good progress this episode. If not, you know, get this exactly how we want it to be. And I'm okay with, you know, making sure. Basically, I'm just going to go off my comfort level, and I mean like physical comfort, because as you know, my office at this new spot gets quite hot, and I think anyone who plays with a large PC can relate. And if you have amazing, awesome circulation and the best AC in the world, and your office never gets hot no matter what you do, well, then you can go lick a toadstool. Nah, you don't do that. But you get my sentiment. I'm very much jealous of people with good offices and good circulation in their offices. It is a must when you're dealing with computers like this. You know, they put out a lot of heat that you don't think about. That's why in the winter, our heating bill goes way down because, well, my PC usually does the job. And I wish I was joking. Especially when you're living in a small apartment like we were. Now that we're in a house, I mean, it's a little different, but not too different. Sand. Oh my gosh. Huh. Wow. You made this really ugly. Beanhead, you're supposed to take care of the villagers and nurture them. Well, Oh, hey, but that fixed all the running water. Awesome. Well, there you are. Look at that right there. Haha. See, it's hard when you got... Okay. I was trying to hear if there's any more running water, but it looks like everything's good. Great. Awesome. And if you'd like, you can name this island. And if you'd really like, you can name this village, whatever you'd like. Leave comments suggesting names you'd like to see. And of course, we'll go pick things out, you know. It's always fun to involve you whenever I can. So if you want to, leave a comment. If you're a silent viewer, you can name it in your head. And then always refer to it as that. And we can't do anything about it. All right, so let's do this. This is eventually going to have to be a bridge. What? Yeah, see? Look at all this. Oh, but then you bring it all together, and then it all comes together, and then it's all nice. So this is Operation Clean Up Clutter, I guess. We're going to leave the road like this. And also see if I can't... Well... if I can easily make this its own island, or if we'll have to do some extra work. I'm also going to sleep real quick. Don't really want to deal with monsters in the wild. Not while I'm not near the safety of my own home. I'm taking your bed tonight, buddy. Thank you. Nope. No, thank you. Yeah, see, whoever planned this city, that's not how you build roads, okay? Okay. So we will have one hermit who lives out here by himself. I don't know what that hermit's name will be, but this land is getting taken down, okay? So, hate to do it to you, buddy, but... yeah, you're not going to have a place... well, you're going to have a place to live. You're just not going to be able to live in the city. We can make up a backstory of why he's not allowed to live in the city. And a name. We need a name for a hermit. Wow, we're naming everything today. Oh, that's okay. All right. So there you go. Also, in the comments, you know, I understand, like, you know, everyone who wants to see stuff, you know, stuff all the time. And I'm going to do my best to... like to foster that because honestly I remember watching a lot of YouTube, and I understand the feeling, so don't feel bad asking, you know, for to get like more content and everything. I of course am happy to oblige. Oh wow, okay, that's how you really clog up your inventory, but hey, that's okay. Let me go actually do a drop at my chest real quick. And then this will be a proper island by all cases. We're also going to like fix some of this stuff up. You know, just make things pretty. Get rid of, honestly, all the trees. And if we plant trees, then we'll add, you know, trees. We'll add trees back. I like to, well, you know me. I like to clear my canvas, get something good to paint, and then move on from there. So let's start. This boom 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 boom. We're gonna need some good storage here. I don't know why I have my lodestone compass on me, but that's all right, I guess. Do I need a shield here? It's pretty safe, so I'm gonna do that, and then we'll. Oh, I thought that was like an apple floating. I'm like, how'd that get over there? And then we'll, you know, make sure everything is tip top shape for life. You know. Life in the village. Maybe no, this I was gonna say maybe it'll grow into a city, but no, I think this would be better off just as village. So let's just do this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this so we could all watch it go at once. There we go. And then here. And I hope that works. And oh, we do have a potion guy. That's good. And right now, I'm just going to turn this into an island. And then we're gonna build like not too non-Minecrafty houses. Like we're not gonna deviate from the normal style, but we're definitely gonna improve on the houses and build, you know, build it based off of our street layout. All right, are you ready for this? Here we go. This should be satisfying. It might not be. I don't know. There we go. And we're gonna need a bucket, that's right. Well, hey. At least we learned. Alright, well. Yeah, the more you learn. Luckily, we do have some items here. So if I can, like, really quickly find some coal, that would be cool. And I think this is the tallest. I'm going to want the island itself. So we'll just terraform this a little bit. All right, there we go. And this way, you know, we'll have some more building projects to do to keep us busy, keep us entertained and whatnot. And yeah, this is the tallest. I want the island, so we're gonna actually start doing this, and then this, and I'm actually going to give myself some grace, like down here. Honestly, I'm not too concerned if like a zombie spawns under the village, like in these caves, because I'm not really gonna try to be sleeping here. I know someone's gonna be like, "Baden, you need to light it up." I'll do my, you know, due diligence of keeping the island safe, but right now we're just gonna fill this in, make it a little purtier than this. You know, you always gotta fix the villages, and of course, you know, as I go on, I'll probably add more and more security measures for the villagers. But right now, it's like, like this is all gonna be done up to this level and maybe higher. I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of like shifting land, you know. How you would, and this is gonna be bouncing around. We're gonna do a lot of little things in this village, which I hope is fine. I know everyone likes to watch the whole process, so that's fine. I'm happy to do whatever. And I'm gonna layer this like so, just so I don't have, excuse me, any issues in the future. And this is primarily just mitigating anything to do with, like, you know, if I accidentally dig a block away, then all of a sudden there's a gaping hole and then I fall down it. This is just making things pretty, making things a little more cohesive, if you will. Because it does, like, I like the Minecraft landscape. It's not bad, it's just messy, you know. And I get it, you know, you gotta, I don't know where this, I was like, I don't know where this road was going, but I get it. You know, you got to have entrances to caves and stuff, but obviously there's terrain mods. But no, I think, you know, the best thing about Minecraft is it's a sandbox. And that sandbox is whatever you want it to be. All right. Oh, we could have like a cool lighthouse there. I mean, or like a tower, maybe. Tower might be better. I'm looking at it and it's like, well, might be a little small for a lighthouse. Okay. And then I'm going to extend this a little bit. And of course, you know, we'll change things out and see what all we can do. Oh, yes, but that is something I wanted to look for, is I wanted to get... Ooh, I got to remove this whole area. I wanted to get... Oh, okay. Some coal, and I think I can just run up in these mountains, because is there anything I wanted to... Actually, I can't remember. Oh, no. Oh, well. Well, we'll just keep the ball rolling, keep our momentum going, and just continue developing wherever we can. Good, good, good. Yeah, see, like, what the heck is this? What is this? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. I just wanted enough for a bucket. Yeah, I think a bucket will be fine. Let me get that. And let me chop down these trees. Good, good. Wow. Some trees in here. I didn't realize there's this many trees on the island. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, sometimes I just like to lock in. Is it even locking in? Sometimes, you know, I just like to take it in. It's also getting increasingly hot in here, so trying to mitigate feeling bad or anything. You know how it is. But not uncomfortable to the point where I don't want to play. So let's see if I can just grab some quick coal and quick iron and that can get smelting. I think I'm going to have to just go over here. Yep. Oh, this is going to be a big one. When we finally get around to it. Uh-oh. I don't want to go there. Yep. I just wanted to go over here. Yeah. This is what I wanted. Just this. There we go. L'école? Ah, there we go. Oh, and light iron. Light iron. That's what I just sounded like right there. Good, good. Coal. Where'd you go? Need more than 3 pieces. Oh. Oh. Yep. Gotta watch that guy. And gotta get away from the edge. Don't want to deal with him. There we go. How much iron did I get? 10? Perfect. It's enough for 2 buckets. And enough coal for 2 buckets. Nah. So let me get that iron. But you know, that's probably the iron of death and despair. So we'll stay away from that. Okay, good. Glad I made sure not do anything that would hurt me. And let's burn everything. Well, no, we're not going to burn everything, but you know. Go, creeper! Be gone. Yeah, I thought knockback 2 and knockback 2 would give me knockback 3. Guess not. It should have, right? Oh. Did I miss something? Something not update right? Always thought that was the case, though. Oh, excuse me. Oh, look, a horse spawn. Let me just... Go. I'm gonna clean up these roads too. Sorry. Yeah, I did not bring my shield with me. That was a minor mishap, oversight on my end. I apologize, and I'll get right back at you. But it's another beautiful day in Minecraft. And I think, so I do want to leave like one normal villager building. And honestly, I think I might leave, I don't know, the blacksmith for the historical value. Something. Well, but then again, I can also just like leave them I don't know. I'm gonna want to like rebuild. I did bring a lot of stuff for building. Let's see. Sorry. All right, so let's see kind of what we're dealing with here. Obviously, get rid of you. Now, I'm going to light things up here, don't worry. But I want to make sure I'm doing it correctly. Okay, so yeah, here I'm going to have to space things out here. This is more of just like planning than anything. Let's see. I'm thinking. You know what? This will be my horse area. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to tear this down just to do it correctly. There we go. Actually wasn't that bad. All right, horse. Boom. 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 Yeah, don't you leave, sir. Not a good spot to go. Oh yeah, yeah, you can't jump worth a crap. I bet that pig can jump higher than you. Pig's like, huh? Yeah, you heard me, pig. Good. Ah. All right, here, I'll give you a torch. Excellent. So let's tear this down and then flatten this out up here. I think this is the last area we'll have to flatten out. We're definitely going to have to, like, clean up some more stuff here. Go. Do I want a road going this way? Maybe. We'll see. Let's just tear this down another level. Sorry, I'm going to try and reduce the motion. I know some people in the audience get sick, and I don't want to make you motion sickness. Make you motion sickness? I don't want to make you have motion sickness. So I'm going to try to keep it slow and steady. Good, good, good. And then here, let's just... Yep. So I made myself an infinite water source. Oh, no, that's not supposed to happen. What the? That wasn't supposed to happen either. There we go. Oh, this is so much easier when you're doing it late game. Now I'm wondering, should I put a wall around this? I can. I don't really see a need to, but I guess it would protect my villagers. I don't know. We'll have to see. But again, gonna do this in steps. The first step's obviously gonna be Operation Clean Everything Up. Second thing is going to be Operation Build Everything Up. And I think, oh wow, that's a lot of dirt. Good. We're gonna need that for cleaning things up. Now here, le skeleton. Now, first off, I want to fill this in. This is ugly, right here. Holes be like, I'm not ugly. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're a big hole in the ground. Okay. There you go. Ah. Excellent. Stop it. Good, good, good. All right, and then let's definitely make this smoother. You know, that's that'll make things easier. And honestly, this is probably one of like the larger terraforming tasks I've done. I think obviously the largest was my what's it called? Dang it, what's it called? The bay. Yeah. The bay I built. And yes, built. I did build a bay. Okay, and then let me just... Again, it's all about moving things to different places with terraforming. You know? That's a really terrible explanation. But, hey, what can you do? Just basically smooth things out, you know? Again, like I said, Minecraft, the terrain can be a little jagged. So it's always good to not have jaggedness everywhere. And hey, if I run out of dirt, I can go get more, you know? We know I have plenty of that stuff. And then here, I'd like to just kind of continue the trend of this slow but steady increase. And pig, you better move or you're going to slowly and steadily increase. Oh, man, I stuttered. Slowly and steadily increase towards my sword. And it's going to be rapid. Yeah, see, because, like, I might shave this off right here. Make it a little more gradual. You can see we got some harsh land right about here. Like, what is this? It's a useless path. What else we got? I try to stick to the vanilla roads on these. I do. But, you know, sometimes it's not worth it. Go. Good. Excellent. Okay, cool. And then, you know what? Maybe I will kind of taper this hill off a little more. I mean, I don't see why I should keep it. It's kind of ugly. It just goes a little high. I want like a single hill for this island to build on. Go. Yeah. Oh, wow. We're already 43 minutes in. What the heck? Well, to be fair, yeah, we did do a lot of work so far. Okay, and then fill this in. And then, yeah, I'm just going to taper this to this little level. Normally what I would do, I guess in this case, well, actually in most cases, what I do is like have not a retaining wall, a seawall. There we go. Or I guess actually the proper term for it would be a key wall, spelled Q-U-A-Y. Yep, that's how that's spelled. And it says key. Gotta love. That might not even be an English word. But either way, gotta love it. And then what is this? Like this, we can just build this in. Good. Sheep, you might want to move. Okay, I was gonna say it'd be beneficial if you did move, because we are gonna fill this area in. And then we're going to build on it. Go. Come on. And I guess here I can shave this away as well. Another unsightly extension of the hill. Ah, there is something right here. You fools. There. Another unsightly outcrop of the hill. But as you can see, on this side, we're lucky enough to where it's not as massive as that one. Like, we can just grade it back. From here, there we go. There we go. And let's just fill this in. I know it's getting dark, don't worry. I do have a torch in my hand, luckily. But I'd like to just finish this terraforming off right here. Because why have the need to come back to this when we can just get it taken care of right here, right? Of course, of course. And then, well, yeah, no, I'm going to taper the hill out. I was going to say, do I need to go down 2 on here? No, I do not. Okay, excellent. And then, yeah, let's taper this hill out a little more. Just make it a little more presentable. Okay, and then so it's not completely straight, we're going to do this and then a little bit of that. Sorry. I don't know why I'm like straining on it. There we go. That's good. And then like here I can do just a little curve out like so. Good. This is Beanan's lesson in okay terraforming. I'm not promising that you'll be a master at it, but hey, you can at least fill out a hill and kind of make it look a little more natural. I mean, you can only get so natural when everything's made of cubes, but you know what I'm saying. Go and then. Yep, and then just fill it out here. Good. I still haven't taken care of this, but there we go. That should be good. And then hold on. Let me at least bring this out slightly. Yeah. Get out of here. Sir, I'm trying to... I'm trying to build. There we go. Yeah, it looks okay. Doesn't look amazing. Doesn't look great. And then let's just taper this out a little bit too. Doesn't look amazing. Doesn't look great. Well, Beanan, are you saying it looks like crap? No. But you know what I'm saying. It's not the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but it gets the job done. It's definitely a lot prettier than before I came out here. And sir, you're going to pay for that. It costs $10. Cough it up. There you go. That's a little... well, things will change as we expand, I presume. Yeah. This area will probably need another fill-in / cleanup. So let's just do that while we're out here and have the dirt. I think at the end, we'll figure out what to do with our main village. Actually, well, we'll need to work on the roads. But obviously that comes... Ah! Fool. Yeah. Ah! I was going to say, it's not so fun when you get strafed on. But, alas, he did get a hit off on me. So, GG, good sir. Oh. And then... Oh, this would... This should be just the right amount of dirt to like give us, well, a more full feeling. I don't know. That's not now. And honestly, I'm not too worried about things on this level because I'm going to get rid of that dirt anyway, as it's going to go to, oh, a salmon. As it's going to go to, well, you know, like I'm going to dig it out to build a house there anyway or something. You know what I mean. That's not a sleeping house. Here's a sleeping house. Whoa, what the heck's going on here? It's kind of freak party. Well, let me sleep. I'm not joining, but I'll sleep. And you guys are also crazy because I haven't taken any of your beds yet. Creeper, what's your explanation? Useless as always. Huzzah! Oh my gosh, Creeper Central. It's like the worst thing to have in a village. Got a creep problem out here. Do not blow up my newly laid sod. Okay? I will be mad if you do. I worked hard on that. Alright. So, Operation Cleanup is a go. I like this road. This road likes me. We're keeping it. You can also name streets on here too if you'd like. So, you can leave a comment for that. To name. There you go. And I might have... I'll see what I do, what I want to do right here. But I do want to keep that street. I like that street. All right, now that you're gone, let's... Oh, my bucket. This is like the perfect episode to do when I need to get something done, because it's a big project that has a lot of little pieces, which means I can bounce around from project to project to my heart's desire, and we always end up getting something done. So, pro tip, Beanin viewers. If you want variety in a build, just fix the village or something. Yeah. Cue like the more you know. But like a horribly rendered version. Also, someone said if I ever do merch to do like, they said they want warning, does not smart things on like a bumper sticker. And I think that'd be funny. So if I ever do get to do merch, I will do that. Excellent. Look at that. Everything's all accounted for. The island is an island. And we're going to keep these general roads here. You know, obviously, you get some areas that are like, like what's this? I'm going to keep like a general road because why not? But also like, come on, man. What are you doing? There. Uh-huh. Now, I don't know if I want to do like a grid yet. For villages, I tend to do grids, you know, and then just connect things into them, which I guess is how I should be playing City Skylines. Oh, maybe that might actually help old Beanin. And then we'll just line this up so that I don't get confused where the main roads are. Because yes, Beanin would do that. Yes, this Beanin. You guys are like, guys, he's talking to himself again. I'm sitting in a room talking to myself, playing. Well, I'm not really talking to myself, but shush. There we go. And I think I want to continue this road this way. You know, have like a little port situation, because this is the largest like water area. And let me just like pull this back a little bit. Again, a little ugly right there. Good. Good, 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 good. And then boop, boop. Maybe I might actually add chapters to this so you don't have to watch an hour and a half of terraforming. But I know you guys enjoy just me being me, so thank you. That means a lot. All right, and then here, sure, we'll keep this as a road. I like to call a legacy road. And then we'll shape the ground around it. Yeah, we can even leave this out here. I have no idea what they were thinking when they made this road, but hey. You know, I'm not the planner, just the critic. All right, and then... Yeah, they had something weird going on here. It's okay, villagers. City planner Beanin. To the rescue. Oh, okay. So you guys gave the farm its own grid. That's respectable. I can dig that. Hey. And then goes there. Now, what gets me is whatever this is. So we're not going to be respecting that. This, sure, I'm fine with. Right here. I don't... Oh, yeah, that was supposed to be a road. I was like, is this supposed to be a road? Yeah, it is. Okay, good, good, good. And then... Excellent. Oh, yeah. Also be thinking about names if you want to name this. I'll do it by most liked name. I don't know how many people like each other's comments, but if you see one that you like, give it a like in the give the comment a like. And then that will help us determine things. I know some people are like, well, you could always do something on your own. You don't have to offload all the work to us. Hey, listen. I'm the one dealing with these big nose idiots trying to make money, okay? And it would honor me if you guys helped me out. Good grief. Hey, it's okay. As long as you're having fun playing a game, you can be as dumb as you want. There we go. Good, good. Ah, yeah. Minor terraforming. Let's go. Okay. So I think that's all the roads cleaned up. Oh, except this one. Yeah. And whatever the heck you were doing over here, bud. Okay. This is going to be an interesting corner. That'd be a cool little area. And then here I'm actually going to do what I normally do. Just make this a 3 wide area around. Hey, move. 3 wide area around it on all sides. There we go. That is 3 out. Yep. All right. I know it's the end of the day, guys, but good grief. Good. Good. Now, some people might not like the, is it rigidity? Rigidness of my village style, but I think, honestly, in Minecraft, that's all right. You know what? We're actually going to not have a road go down this way because, as you can tell, it just kind of goes off to nowhere. This is just kind of a random path. And we'll adjust more roads, obviously, as they come along. Now for the, I guess, extra part. I do have a lot of wood here, so we theoretically can build the villagers' houses or temporary housing in this episode. Or we could just tear it all down and start over. Well, I want to look right here because we may need some Yeah, we may need some extra stuff here, and I'm pretty sure this is just a lake. I think it is. I don't think there's a way to get like into the river, so yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think of what we should do here. Now, I always do like to collect all the villagers in one area, so we could do that. Not sure though. It is nighttime. Okay, well, whatever. I mean, I guess, no, it's a little late. I was going to say, I guess I could tear down the villager's house before dark, but me. I can also import some dirt from the outside. Oh, we got a good stack of everything. Eventually, you know, I'll clear all this out, this undergrowth. I like having a blank canvas to build on. It's quite nice. And actually, hold on. We might add our first non-original road going right here. This makes a lot of sense, actually. Just gives us a little more access. To things. Oh, well, didn't want that. Excellent. And then, boop. All right, let's go sleep. If we're not going to light it up, better sleep. And I think I am going to keep the... Sorry, I had a mouthful. I think I am going to keep the blacksmith here because that is a good building. But also, I think I'm going to change this out a little bit. So we're going to modify this intersection to do this instead. So it'll be a bit asymmetric, but that will be the draw to it. See? Yeah, so then now you've got like a little area where it's like, hey, that's cool. But then, you know, you don't have to worry about that. That's offset perfectly. This, like, yeah, you're going to have like a little crook in a road, you know, from buildings and stuff. Let's see, what else? I think all of that is A-okay so far. Now, let's see. We do need to build some villager housing. Don't know where I should put that, though. I don't know. I should kind of want to get like a aerial view. But then again, I also know this is a good area. Because here's what we can do. You know, we can leave these houses and give the villagers, you know, just new buildings for them to fill. Or I can build, you know, new houses here. And then as, you know, we go, we can like tear them down. Really a lot of options. But I think I'm gonna skeleton. I think I'm gonna continue just with like the overall finishing touches. Like, look at this. I can finish up this. Nope. Can finish this up. Give ourselves another little bridge here. Give ourselves some lights. Because I can also put a wall in, you know. I'm not sure, though. I don't know. On one hand, it protects the villagers. On the other hand, it's like, meh. But a wall would be kind of cool. I guess in the case that, you know, something were to happen to the village, it would make sense. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Because the one thing that a wall also does with villages is it kind of limits your, especially if you don't do like completely square walls, it kind of limits your space, your building space. Yeah, so I don't know, but here we can try and figure out something. I think I would like to build something though, so let's try just a cool little thing. All right, we're gonna establish a clock tower right here. So it'll be boom, 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 and then boom. 1, 2, 3, boom, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. All right, now bear with me here. 1, 2, 3, boom. Then 1, 2, 3, boom. That's not 3. Oh, I goofed. Huh, okay. Well, I guess I gotta think. Oh, but then I actually... Hold on. I would like to... Maybe... Okay, here's what we'll do. We will clear these two. And build the town square. Yep, that's what we'll do. Something like that. Maybe? I don't know. Ah, man, this is hard. I don't know what to do. I got a little bit of writer's block, you know. You know what? I'm trying to take something big, and I'm trying to do it all at once. So let's start with our original plan. Let's demolish the buildings that we need to demolish right now, and then let's go from there. Right, so I at least want to get one house, one thing built here. So we're just going to use our, at the moment, staircase scaffolding, and then we'll return with our actual scaffolding when we start building, because I think I'm gonna want to do copper roof for the town center. But I think this lot right here is the perfect lot, to have a little villager tower thing. And of course these villagers will be moved and compensated. And I think the cleric is going to get a little bit of a upgrade, But I would like it to be like the village center tower. Now this is the heart of the village. Under new management, I suppose. Under better management, clearly. You guys really needed someone with money to come in and handle your infrastructure, didn't you? Hey, this is all part of the lore of playing Minecraft, Yes, but yeah, I'm trying to think of... Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think of for names for this place. If you need help with anything, like thinking about it, the theme is trading. I plan for this to be a wealthy village, and it's going to be like a just better version of the village. Obviously, custom builds and stuff in it, but nothing too crazy. Like you'll be able to do these builds in your own world if you wish, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to think of what we should have in the village center. That little farm square is going to be something interesting. We can turn that into a little village park. I know the villagers won't care, but we can put the bell in there so, the villagers get some park time at the end of each day. But I'm excited, been a minute since, or well, yeah, it has been a little bit since I've done a full building episode, but hey, that's what this is about. Now, I know I said after this episode, we'll do, you know, some more adventuring stuff, which we will. I'm trying to do the alternating stuff just to keep y'all interested in, you know, what's going on. Switch your mind, keep your mind active with suggestions, you know, add some craziness in. But this is this is a necessary at a point and then decorative at a point build. You know, it's going to be something that we can always like build on, but I wanted to get the first steps of everything done today. And that is going to do this. Good. All right, now let's prep this lot while we're at it too. So, at the core, this lot is it's a little interesting. You know, we've got this spot, which I actually want to use for like a plaza maybe. But I also don't know how big I want this. So we're going to have to design it on the fly. But we'll clear out this area. I know, there's a lot of digging today, but hey, it's what you got to do, you know? All right, I think that's going to be more than enough space for this build. I would like to have a single tower right here on the corner. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas going on in my head. And I know this is going to annoy somebody, but hey, sometimes a little asymmetry in the symmetry is all you need for a good day. Oh, yeah, poor villagers. Here, y'all can sleep. There. There we go. Ah, excellent. All right. What do we got going? What am I going to need to do? All right. Well, first I want to build the tower. And I think... So we could go two ways. We could do cobblestone, well, just cobblestone and like Gothic. Or we could do brand new and like wood. I'm thinking a little bit of cobblestone Gothic action. I like, you know, kind of the, you know, European style, like, of castles. But let's see, hold on. If I want this to be, if I want this to be my area, and I can change this. Let's see. Oh, and then I can always use... So actually, let me pull this block back just a little bit. Because I would like... Okay. All right. And then, let's see. So this is going to be the tower. Right. Maybe, okay, so this is a building technique that obviously is not, you know, brand new. I didn't think of this, but maybe if I build the tower, get the height down, and then build the general shape, then I can do the buildings. It's kind of like a, well, definitely like a sculpture. So I actually want this to be two. So stair, window, window, stair. And then I'll do this. And then that. Then we can do boom, boom, boom. I want to do Okay. And I'm going to finish at least the superstructure of this build today. Or something. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty all right now. Okay, 1, 2. Boop, boop. Oh, nope, that's not what I needed. Thank you. Okay, so that's stair, window, window. Stair? Good. Let's see, how tall? Because I want this to be the focal point of the village. And obviously, these roads can change as we go. Yeah. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to make a visit to the house. Get some more materials, which is fine. Let me make some more stuff. Now, I'm not a mega build YouTuber. I'm just going to get that out there. You know, I don't typically do mega builds. I never claimed to be one. But I do like to do larger builds that you can, of course, follow along with at your own pace. I won't get mad if anyone uses the design or whatever. It's a game, okay? The whole point of my channel is that I want to share builds and tips and stuff, and you know, vice versa. So let's see. Yeah, so I want the tower to be visible from like the top of the roof line. It's going to be like how most places with a significant historical presence operate, you know, where usually the steeples of the buildings are the most visible. And here right now, you know, obviously it's not that visible. So let's see. I want it to be visible from a reasonable standpoint. You know, I want to like see it peeking over the top when we build. I think I'm going to do my usual like 3 tall on the bottom, and then you know I think it's 6, 5. Yeah, 5 tall on the top. I don't know. Very Riverton style, but not like I'm not going to copy any designs from there, if that makes sense. So let's try that. Let's build ourselves something, and I can honestly fix this bridge at some point. I probably will. But, you know, we got a lot of things going on here. I like to bounce around between various projects. And I did leave... that's okay. I'm not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Or the horse isn't. All right, so let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then, do I have, excuse me, some stone in here? Yes, I do. And for that, I'm going to make stone bricks. I think I took my stone cutter from here. And then, there we can do that. Stone brick stairs. Maybe like, Beanin, why'd you do that? Don't trust me. Trust me on this. Gonna need that many. All right, horsey. Yeah. Wait. Did I grab everything I needed? Yeah. I've got most of it for now. We can always return, but if we need to. But yes, I wanna get this. Want to get this little thing built. Now I'm thinking about, you know, maybe I do stone brick here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Well, no, stone brick. I'm trying to think of. I want the tower to be, you know, stone, because I think in history it was towers were built out of stone because stone was easier to make stand on itself. Or was it the opposite, where the base is made of stone and taller structures are made of wood? I don't know. Something, you know. I don't know. And we can always, you know, improvise or whatever and add stuff to it. Like, this tower could be just a watch-out tower that we add like, I don't know, a tavern onto or something. Move. But yeah, we will have to see. Okay. Oh, that's what I needed. My scaffolding. Oh, I got sand. It's good enough. Where is it? There we go. Now, see, I don't think on this part I actually want to do the copper roof. I'd like to have this just be, normal tower. And then from this floor up, I'm going to... Wait, what is that? Stair, window, stair. From this floor up, I'm going to go, just slightly inward. Because I don't need it to be, crazy tall. So that means it's going to go from that to this. I think still at the same height per floor. I want this to be decently tall. So it's going to be, stair, window, window. And then stair. Wait. Yeah, stair, window, window, stair. Stair, window, window, stair. And I think one more. Actually, well, I don't know. Well, let's think. The average height of my buildings is going to be like that. Now, that's not accounting for the roofs, because the roofs will likely go up here. And this is only one floor, so I'll do 2 floors up here, okay? It'll be tall, but hey, it'll be assembled to the village's progress under new management. Ow. Well, new management apparently can't stop from breaking their legs in construction. Okay. I know some of you guys are probably really nervous right now because... Well, I mean the height I'm at. But if there's anything long-time viewers know, it's Beena knows his way how to build. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's stair, window, window, stair. And then top. Not that. Top up build. Go. Good. And then... Yeah, honestly, it just needs to do this. Or I should do the opposite. Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm saying, like, do this. And then add a slab. Maybe. And then here, I'm just going to have that. And, of course, I'm going to add more detail. Okay, and then so here, this will be entrance. So I'll do that. Boom. Window. Window? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's all right, I suppose. Definitely a good tower. How does it look from far away? And let's actually do this on either side, just because I'm going to regret it if I don't. There we go. And then so I have a little bit more work. Or more freedom. There we go. And then here, I know someone's gonna say, Beanin, you should use a torch when you're going down. Ah, it's fine. Like, yeah. Whatever I was going to say, just assume it. Oh, let me do this so y'all can see. There you go. Shut up. Don't care about you. For these right here, like the sides, I'm not sure what I should do. I want to do, you know what? Maybe I should do stone brick. You know, add to the lore a little bit. And again, this is very, very rough, you know, fresh construction. Over time, I will return and, you know, add details and stuff. But I think every village center needs a tower like this. And of course I'll light it up at some point. Keyword some point. But first I just want to get it built. And see what I can do from there. You know, because I might change. Someone might be like, oh, Beanin, you should do this. And I might be like, oh my gosh, it's the best idea ever. Or... you know, it might stay... ow, dang it. Might stay exactly how it is. I'm not sure. But what I could also do here, right, is this could act as a secondary entrance. This. And then I can have my foundation like so. Or no, wait. Hold on. I can do... oh, wait, no. I think I was doing the right thing. And then something like this. It's a stretch. Because then I do like that. So there's 3 there. There's this 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. There we go. And then boom. Yeah, because I'm not 100% sure what this building is going to be. I just know that it's going to have this as a part of it. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so let's... well, I would say we could take a sleep, but that doesn't really matter. So this is going to be the floor that we're at. Good. Let's see. I guess we can start by framing it. So we'll do that. Yeah, we'll start with that, then get a little frame there. Because I'm going to do the door frame first. Have this like so. Good, and then right there. Good. From here, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I definitely think this should be... let's see, we should take this road back at least to here. So what I'm deciding is, do I want to have this just go to a point? Or do I want to have it do something worthwhile? Because I also want to do... Let's see, so that could be like pillar there, 1, 2, 3, then pillar here. Because what I could do is like have this go down here and then this be like a little park area. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I want this facing, you know, being the main part of the tower, and I want this just to be a building. It doesn't have to be a church. It doesn't need to be anything. If anything, I think this would be like the house of government, whatever we want to call that. But then boom. And then one more this way. Kind of calling my name. Boom. Right? Because that way I can connect it up to here. And we can all have a lovely picnic. Like so. Okay, good. So that's 1, 2, 3. Good, that's okay. Little asymmetry. Nothing bad here. And it's actually not well, it is, but it's planned asymmetry. If that makes sense. Good. Yeah, because we just want like a little office for me. You know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Good. Ow. Excellent. And I want this, you know, even though we've got a lot of stone there, I want this to kind of be like a not symbol, but like I want it to represent the village, obviously. So let's see. In that case, it would be, we could do this and that. Then let's see, because I want it to be out of the materials that we get from here, you know, to kind of show what we're all about. Let's see, what are we gonna do? This perhaps for the front door. I'm gonna need some carrots soon. Like this, and like that, and then boom. And then I would like to use stone bricks here. Boom. Good. And then we can just, I guess I'll need, let's see, 4 more. Yeah. And like I said, I do want to finish this, and it looks like we will have time here, so I'm going to go for it. Just finishing it. We're definitely going to need, get out of here. Oh, stone brick stuff. Boom. Good. And this way. Do this. And that. And then I would like, while this is decorative, I mean, I want that to be a little pop of color, but I think I'm going to do the usual birch / oak combination that I stick to. Good thing we have a ton. Let me use that one first. It's weird. It's not a compulsion, but I like to do it. It's part of my Minecraft system. If you play Minecraft, you'd understand. Well, if you're watching this, you probably play Minecraft, so you understand. Everyone has their own way about Minecraft, and that's what makes it awesome. Now, I can always expand this house if, or is it? No, it's not. You know, this can be a tavern. Our villagers need a good spot to rest at the end of a hard day. And the tower is for watch out purposes. Or this could be the armory. I don't know. Alright, then let's see what we do up here. Well, obviously we're going to do... Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, oh. Almost messed that up. And you know what? Since I have 3 left, I'll just do... I know I probably should have done that, but who cares? Now, part of me wants to do a fun roof, but also part of me is like, well, we're about to tear this. Like, we might tear it down in the future, depending on how I'm feeling. I don't know. But it's going to be our first building, and it's going to be our house of... It's going to be our house of government for now, so... That is what we will treat it as. And then let me also get my wood planks here. Boop, boop, boop. For the floor, obviously. I'm wondering if I should do... Part of me wants to do copper, but then also part of me wants to save the copper for, like, cooler, more ornate builds. I think I might just do deep slate tile for this, for the roof. You know, started off decently strong. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Ah, crap. Hate it when that happens. Go. And then get these taken care of. Sir, that's not very safe. Oh, then again, did I do anything very safe? Probably not. I might do a fun roof here. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, we'll stick with what we know best. Which is this, that. Boom, 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 boom. Aw, my son Venus. I love it. Ah, dang it! Hate it when that happens. Okay, there we go. What? Ah, good. Good. Sweet. Actually, what I might do is some dormers on this roof. I mean, we have the resources. So then let me do dormer here. Anything to make it, you know, fun. And then a dormer here. Add some depth to the roof. Because if I want... So, one of the trade-offs I do while building, usually, are... If I want to do a dormer, then... Or if I want to do, like, a normal roof, then I do dormers. If I don't want to do a normal roof, then I do an ornate roof. I try to add some shapes into everything to make it nice. And, I mean, this is pretty much the entire build so far. So let me just light this up for now. And let me get the upstairs all done. Boom. No, that's not what I wanted. Thank you. Now, I think this is going to be... No, I think our house has a more expensive roof. But I think this is going to be the second most expensive roof in terms of materials. Yeah. I don't know. Also... Oh, wait. We can so use this. We can so use the tower for stairs. That'd be cool. Boom. Yeah, actually give ourselves use for the tower. Well, then in that case, this will just need to be a window. Eh. Nice. All right, I'm kind of liking that. Oh, and I'll have to add yeah. Okay. Let me do Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. And then this will be our ladder side. We'll actually try and take care of that right now. Let's see. Yeah. Let me make one more set of stairs. Ah, crap. Actually, well, I need those anyway. Where did you go? Sweet. And then, yeah, actually, hold on. While I'm down here. Well, actually, let's make... There. Let's make more of those, because I'm going to need them for the top of this. All right, so... Oh, didn't grab my sand. Dang it. Okay, let's see. Where's my sand? There it is. I know this is my house, or my scaffolding for now. Oh, look at that. You can see the thing from here. So hopefully we'll be able to see the tower from that hill. That'd be cool. 32 chunks is what I have it on. So if you ever play in this world and you're like, why can't I see it? Check your render distance, maybe. Yes, sticks. You. Good. Yeah. All right. Let me just sleep real quick out of my bed. Let's do it. Okay, I did get that. Wait, no. You need to go back. Boom, boom, boom. 27. That. I hope that's enough. We'll go. This can be cobblestone, I guess, in the future. Right here, then. Yep, gonna be that cheap. Also because I need to. All right, and then boom, boom. Here we're gonna do stairs like this. And I think actually, hold on. Depending on how many I have left. Oh, I can do this. This is a good way to kind of have it point up like it would normally. Let's do this the safe way. And yes, surprisingly, this is the safe way. Go then. Will we make it to the top? Oh, of course we will. Good. And then I'll throw you there. Give myself a torch up here. Just for lighting purposes. Actually. Good. And then all of these I can just light on these sides. Perfect low profile area. This will turn into... I don't know. Actually, here, we'll do this. So that way I can have some little bit of like, oh yeah, you know, it's not just straight roof. Good. And then this will be our attic space, I suppose. I like it. Put some cobblestone down here. Otherwise, we won't be able to get up. And then we'll just need the glass and the doors. And we should be good to go. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to adjust that. But we'll do that when we're up there. I'll show you what I need to adjust here. Nothing terrible. Nothing huge. There we go. It's exactly, not exactly the amount I need, but it's very close. It's what I need. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring spruce doors here. Good. Oh yeah. Oh dang it. I knew I needed to do that. Gonna have to put some dirt in there. Or something. I might have to just pull that whole area back. We'll terraform it, you know. Okay, cool. Then there's that. Excuse me. Boom. And then put you in there. Good. Everything's looking like it should. Good. Let's go back and get the roof materials. Let's go back and get the door. And let's go back and get the glass. And I think we'll be good to go. You know, it's going to be our house of government for now. There's a new mayor in town. Excellent. Come on, horsey. Really? There we go. Good grief. If only you could jump better. But you're decently fast, so I'll give you that. You're not the fastest horse I've ever ridden on, but you're much better than the other one I tried. That one, it was slower than walking. I kid you not. Now, I probably wasn't, but it was very slow. It might have been just the walking speed. Go. Our farm's looking lovely. Doesn't look like much of it's been able to grow, obviously, because not able to really AFK here. But that's fine. We'll build a farmhouse, you know, if I ever run out of ideas. Yeah. Up we go. I know people have been telling me to fix that. I will find something to do with it. It's not going to... I don't know what it's going to look like. But I will fix it. People be like, Beta is driving me crazy. There we go. And then let's grab... Oh, I could use copper, but I'm not going to. Spruce. Just going to bring the whole thing. Let's see. And then deep slate. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Don't want you. Do want you. Okay, good. All right, horse, are you good? And I'm actually going to bring this stone cutter with me. I think that'll be easier. Don't want to use all of everything, but I want to have flexibility. So, onward we go. And this is not my house here, although it is where I'm going to govern things from. So I'll build like a little office in it or something. And like that's where we'll store, you know, ledgers and books and all of the town's accounting and how they're making me extremely rich and I'm giving them housing and food. Beanin. Business tycoon. Although some of the villagers in there, they'll get really rich. Like the librarian, he's gonna get lots of inventory. I don't know if they get emeralds for it. Well, he will because I'll have to pay him for the books. But, you know, some of them will get good coal. They'll get stuff to do their trade. It's a trade system. I'm the only one who can get rich, but they get what they need. Then honestly, it's easier to just do this than deal with your god-awful jumping. You disappoint me. There we go. And then stairs, 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 and slabs. Good. And then do that, and then that, and then do that. Oh, that cat scared me. And then boop, boop. I think that's how much we'll need. Oh gosh. Ah, sneeze. Okay. I'm okay. I need to worry about me. Take you because I need to do that. I'll also take you because I need to fix something, and then I need to take you. You. Yeah. Excellent. And I forgot my scaffolding again. Poo-poo. That's okay. Oh, yeah, and then I need to do something here, but we can figure that out. Oh, and I also need some more stone brick stairs. Okay. Well, I need to fix that anyway, so that's all right. You can see what I did wrong here, right? Yeah. Cool. So let's start by just putting the doors on. Then door up here. Oh, not what I wanted. There we go. Cool. Yeah, let's fix this real quick. Yeah, see, so what I should have done was this. Yeah, that's where I went wrong. There we go, and then... Parkour! Oh! Ah, we almost had it. That's okay. Sir. You know what? We're going to make it so... I have a little bit of trouble getting up here. Hello? There. Good. And then... Don't know where that one came from, but sure. My carrots. Thank you. Parkour! Ah, crap. Parkour! Crap. Parkour! Ah! Haha! Almost repeated history, though. There we go. This is what was wrong. Yeah, try to cut corners. You get burnt a little bit. But not terribly. Actually. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, what? Why did I do that? That was so much harder than... Okay. You know what? Don't question it. It goes for you too, Beanin. Don't question Beanin. There you go. And then what? We got this one. Not terrible. Parkour! Ah, perfect. Boom. Perfect. And then since it's dark, let's just do this. Let's see. I'm going to need... Actually, you know what? We're going to do the fun dormer style. And that involves doing this. There we go. So a lot of you apparently learned a lot. Particularly the new viewers learned a good bit when I did my roof on my house, which I love to hear that. I'm glad you did. That was kind of, I mean, obviously, you know, if you pick up pointers from me, that's great. Yeah. But yeah, so roofing for me has always been like, I like the realistic roofs. The fantasy roofs obviously are awesome. But sometimes they can get a little hard. And so to combat that, I always tended to do realistic roofs. You know? Well, I guess realistic shapes that you'd see. Yeah, that makes more sense. And this, since we're doing it as a dormer, that's gonna look good. And then we'll do this. Ah, dang it! I hate it when I do that. Thank you. And then we're gonna do that. But yeah, roofing, it's not. It requires a lot of resources. Obviously, you know, I'm sure we all learned that when we started doing slanted or pitched roofs. Excuse me, I'm the architectural peasant. But like when all of us started doing pitched roofs, I'm sure that, you know, we all learned the same thing, which was, ooh, I'm gonna have to. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, so that's another thing. You learn some challenges that you face, but I like it because it's a limitation that makes you, you know, try new things, see what works, see what doesn't. Because again, like I said, roofing's one of those things where once you get a good system down, you can pretty much build anything you want. Obviously, flat roofs are the easiest. Great for modern houses, and there's actually a little bit, you know, there's more than you think than just doing like flat roof on modern houses. One of the things that with modern houses I always do, and some of you know, is the proportion of the roof to the window has to make sense in the grand scheme of the build, if that makes sense to you. So if you want like a specific look, you got to think about, okay, how thick are my floors? How thick is my ceiling? Because with modern houses, I found, you know, building in Minecraft, that it can be a little different. In that case, well, I don't know what else. Like, and you just have to, I don't know. I'm trying to say, just pay attention to what you do. They're like anything. Like anything, you know, you practice, you see what you like, and then you keep doing it. I mean, that's the overall lesson. But don't let a roof intimidate you from a build. You know, you can always come back and redo it, and you can try something new. I mean, I have, well, mainly because I die a lot, I don't, you know, typically get to retry these roofs. But you know, my survival series, I did a lot of experimenting, and we had some great roofs in there, which is cool. Yeah, see, look how many stairs I needed for just this area. So yeah, just make sure, the number one thing if you're doing a pitched roof is just make sure you've got plenty of materials, because it can catch up to you. I mean, you've seen plenty of times where I've been like, oh no, I don't have enough materials. Gotta go work. And then we'll figure out how to do this. Like here's a challenge. Yeah. But it will make for a unique shape depending on how I want to tackle this. So like for example, right? I've got a shape that I want to maintain. That much is simple. Now, I can, do the easy thing, which is go right here. And for the video's sake, I'm going to do that because look, completely like flush. I can do whatever I want. And it kind of goes along with, it keeps the shape. Now, I could have flattened this out and just had, this area be a little weird. But in that case, it's like, well, at least try to make it look good at first. And then there's that. Okay, and then, for here, I want to do just a little flare on each thing. Add a little more definition to it, since I did just like a normal, like quote unquote staircase roof. So just add that. And this can go a long way too with your builds. Doesn't have to be extremely ornate. I know so I remember I did try the like super detailed style, and there's definitely a balance of, well, everything. I might put a copper or a lightning rod on top of this, to act like a weather vane. But for now, we'll just leave it as is. There you go. Good. I can put a torch on it, but that's fine. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, no, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, beanin'. But yeah, just practice, and you'll get good. They say Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither were any great Minecraft builds. Okay. There we go. There we go. Boom. Now, this one, it's supposed to be a place of government. So obviously I'm going to do as much as I have to with maybe some extra frills. We're not quite 2025 yet. Buildings still have personality. But again, this is supposed to be like a little tavern, and I can even go ahead and do do a little nice, like a nice little yard back here. Some people will probably think it's a church, and if you do, well, you can build this in your world, and you can, you can do whatever you want to it. The guide's right here. You watch me build the whole thing. Gonna need just a little bit more. Yeah, until it's completely finished. But look at all this space I have. And look, we weren't even bothered by, the roof right here. Granted, it's going to look a little meh. It'll look a little meh right there. But hey, if I don't like it, I can always just pull that back and then flatten that out. We've got all of this space up here. Obviously here I'm going to boom, boom, boom. Just do that. And then same here. Mainly to just segment off this area. And then same thing here, because it'll come in handy when we do, dormer work and stuff like that. And honestly, I think this would be like the village archive up here. I don't think there would be too much of a use, but I could also just go ahead and do this and then do that. And obviously I'm going to need some more base, but I can do boom, boom, and that's our last torch on that stack. And then boom, boom, and then fill in this. Again, sometimes, you know, your stuff is going to be nyeh. But, like I said, this is going to be the archive. So, like, does it really matter that this is up here? No, because how long am I going to be up here? How many times do you think I'm going to come up here while recording, you know, a video if I'm not, like, actively working in this building, you know? So, we'll just leave it as is. And, you know, yeah, you can let your imagination flow with the different rooms and the buildings and whatnot. There you go. Now, was that? Is that strip birch? Oh, yeah. Boom. And then here, just do that. Take this up here. Oh, yeah, it would help to have these, but let me just do that. Okay. And then boop, boop. So there is. Wow, good thing I have feather falling. Ow. And then, it's just right there. You know what? Gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Oh. Oh, it's this one up here, isn't it? Yep. Gotta get you one. I must have had... Oh, it was too high. Duh. I was like, what? Why couldn't I get that? Good, good, good. Excellent. Exactly what you want to see. And then let's finish up this build, and we'll wrap up the episode. Ooh. That's a tricky one. Well, we'll just do this then. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, 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 hello. Rude. Okay, well, we just won't have a door there. Yeah, so I can have, like, my desk right here and then, like, be like, go over there, go over there. This could also be a courthouse. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, and then let me get up here. Let me do this. Good. The wrong thing. I think I just need some more. I need a few more stairs and then some birch logs, and we are good to go for this episode. And look at that. You got a whole extra half hour on it. Let me see. I know you're probably gonna say you can shift click. I had one hand. Shush. Go. There you are. Then we can just do there. Just make sure it's even. Oh. Yeah, you guys like this building, don't you? You freaks. Boom. Yeah, this, since the villagers can't get up here, this is where we can store the emeralds. And you know, I'm just gonna do that. Get this out of the way. Ah, dang it. Of course I forgot the glass. Ay. Good. And then here. Then these two. And then I'll finish these. I'll flesh out the windows, you know, at the end because I can get around on the outside. There we go. Then right down here. one last right here. Cool. And then, you know what? I'm going to dig this out. Give ourselves a nice little area. Make it look all purty. Maybe give it a little tree. And we can even go so far as to, well, not delete the entire earth under this area. We can do that. Oh, that's not what I want. Well, I could just put dirt in it. Go. Now watch this. There you go. Now we got a nice little courtyard that we can also, you know, treat like this. Then maybe make some slabs out of this. And then let me also, I was gonna say I want this to be cobblestone, but I'm actually, oh no, I'll make it like a little pathway area. You know, make it about as wide as the footprint of this part of the building, like that. And I'm gonna take this back just one, so that I can do this. Good. And then I can do this. And of course we'll add details, don't worry. Oh, wait. I was going to say I could do gravel, but then I'm like, I got fortune 3 on this shovel. There y'all go. Yeah. Look at that. And then we can do, I know I got a little carried away on this one, but hey, it's okay. It's not carried away if you enjoy it. And I guess I did just kind of dig this all away only to put it all back. Tee-hee. Alright, and then for now we'll just do, yeah, this. Make a small little courtyard back here. Nothing too crazy. The whole this is the whole lot, so you want to make it good. And then let's see, is there an actual like center here? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, this is the center. Okay. Oh, dang it. It's not a perfect center, but hey. It's a center. Yeah, we can. You know what? That's fine. I'm happy with that. And then let's light at least this side up down here, because villagers are going to be hanging out down here. We don't want them to be like, brr, get like brutalized by the passing zombies. And then let's light this area up here. You know, you like to, it's good to light up your builds for monsters primarily, but also just adds to the ambiance of the build itself. And then let's put a tree down. And then we'll like rough that up and make it a little more natural feeling. And then here, of course, put this right like so. Boom. Boom. And I'm thinking we can do like a little alley back here. Not exactly a road, but just, you know, just enough. Of course. Just enough to have access back here. Good. But this alley can go into a road right here. This, and then... Actually, I'd rather have it like that. Dang. The heck? There we go. Good. Yeah, and then this can go right here, which will then go into a road. Good. I think here too we can just lower this down, kind of like a, you know, sometimes they have those like little drop planners or something. I don't know. I could, let me move this road over one. So then it's actually right here. There we go, and then that. Good. Boom. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Sure. Don't mind that terribly. Again, I can work with it. And then I think the last thing to do here is just plant a tree. Oh my gosh. Halt! You will not terrorize my friends. You either. Even though you don't really go after them. I was asleep, so you all can... Hey! Get here. Probably shouldn't be sleeping out in the open, but whatever. Some glass. Where's a tree? Actually, you know what? Let's do this. And then boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, but I don't want to be a small baby dummy tree. Right. Actually, you know what we can do? Yes, this is desperate, but I need it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think you know what I'm doing. Give myself some bone meal. Just so I can get a good tree. Come on. I know, this is like the only time I do this manually. If you take my bone meal, you freak. But yeah, I think if I just build, wow, sir, I was gonna say, don't take my thing. I think if I just build each building with a lot and like a purpose, it'll turn out good. Yeah, I like that. I like kind of how it goes. Yeah, it's a little weird right now, but as the town shapes up, you know, we can plan things out. The good thing is I don't have to worry about anything, and I could do a custom tree here, but I don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Anything going awry, you know, with my plans. I don't know. All right, I don't have to worry about, you know, taking too big of a chunk off at a time. Because, you know, we got this built. And that's great. Yeah. But I wanted to get a build done. And I promised a building episode. And gosh darn it. We're going to do it. Do a building episode. So there we go. And yeah, this will be the village archives. You know, stuff like that. Storage. Doesn't need to be all that special. All right, let's go turn this, throw this back. And then we'll wrap up for today of our longer episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. You know, it's nice to actually finish stuff when you say you want to do it. So that's pretty fun. And the next episode, oh yeah, we got to go into the Nether. We do need to do some adventuring there. See what goes on. Hopefully by then the update, you know, my replay mods updated, but we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Let's go up here. Oh, so beautiful. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a lot done today. We cleaned up the village. We established a new road system that's, you know, not as terrible as what was here. You know, we can do some good builds and stuff with it. And of course, we built a place of government, meaning that this is where I will store all of the village ledgers, the resources for the village, the trading. This is where we'll run the village, you know? So that'll be fun. And I see that one guy walking in the background off onto the right of the screen. You see him under that tree. I guess that's our villager exile. So please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday with, well, I was going to say with no breaks in between. But yeah, oh, and look at that. Our favorite song just came on, which is amazing. Love it. But yes, please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hype the video if you wish. Whichever you choose to interact with my videos is more than okay with me. And if you're a member, you get a shout out at the end of every video. You get early access to the videos. You get emojis and Discord members only Discord channels if you join, link in the description, and so on and so forth. So shout out to Janarita, Mikey, Plasco Cordova, Ethan Cribbs, Paul Catroni, Cats Empty Pockets, Hamed Janahi, again apologies for your name, I'm probably butchering that, Nilgram McNasty, Old Yarn, Black X Hayes, Enzy Gary, APD 3984, Lisa Thomas, Michelle Crutchfield, Yisha Parisian, Leo Sweeney, and Royal Squishy. Those are our members, and they choose to support the channel through memberships, which you can do. It's not expected, but greatly appreciated. All the money goes back into the channel. And yeah, so, I mean, that's it. Next episode, again, we're going to go to the Nether. Hopefully, we're going to make sure that we're safe and sound. I might need some more enchantments. Let me know in the comments, and then I'll base things off of that. Or we could do building. You choose. Do you want to build, or do you want to go to the Nether, have an adventure? Let me know, and I'll do whatever. Until next time, this has been Minecraft Hardcore. I'm Beanin. Peace.